Hey everybody, different kind of video today. I want to kind of do a quick discussion about something. With this Joker movie, this Joker 2, with the French name that I don't care to try to pronounce, everybody's talking about this, that, and the other about the movie, and they're talking about how maybe it's not as big a success or whatever. That's weird. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I've got some opinions about the Joker and Batman that I just wanted to express. Many opinions about Joker and Batman have been written, books, comics. God knows I'm not the expert. I'm just one guy that's a fan. But I'd like to mention my ideas real fast, because one of the things I think that's wrong with these Arthur Fleck Joker movies, and I kind of like the first one. I'm not nuts about it, but it's okay. But the man did a good job acting. He deserved the Oscar. It was a clever movie. It drew a lot of people in to see some DC Comics content that I'm glad about. But the Joker has never really been portrayed in a movie the way he is in the comics, what he is. And the Joker arrived, fully formed in 1940. Batman had come in 1939. He was a fairly new creation. But the Joker was only 1 year later. He came pretty fast. He was based on The Man Who Laughs, the Conrad Veidt performance, which is amazing. One of the reasons you see before you, the figures you see, I love this artist's renditions of Batman and the Joker. Mostly because this figure, this is the three Jokers, Jason Fabok, three Jokers set, really, the Batman and Joker. There are two other Jokers. There's a criminal Joker that's just a guy in a blue suit. And then there's another one that's sort of the real one. And he's, more or less the Joker from Killing Joke. And this is another one. But they look enough alike, I don't really care. This looks like the Conrad Veidt makeup face. I love the colors. I love it's got the Joker fish. This is classic enough Joker. I only got one of them. And the Batman is a good, decent, classic Batman to represent my point. My point being that Batman was there. He was already established. And the Joker came along fully formed, fully criminal, fully killer, fully maniacal, dangerous, a perfect foil to Batman. And the thing is, they are opposites, and one contains something of the other, and that's something that has been played in the movies. The '89 Batman movie really anchored on that. It's been in other stories, it's been in other comics. They've really, played that. We all know. I mean, comments can flow freely about that. I guess what I'm trying to say is the reason the Arthur Fleck thing is kind of limiting to me, and the reason it's not a favorite movie of mine, it's okay. I mean, any movie that tries to explore the Joker is always going to be interesting. But the Joker is a much darker, creepier character than Arthur Fleck. He's nastier, he's darker, he's meaner, he's smarter, he's more sophisticated. We've only seen Arthur Fleck react to a bunch of things and imagine a bunch of stuff and sort of be a pitiful guy that we feel for. And in my opinion, the Joker isn't somebody you want to feel for. The Joker is an absolutely terrifying bastard. I mean, he's scary as hell. And the truth is, so is Batman. I mean, Batman is not somebody you want against you. You want him on your side. He is not to be trifled with. When Bruce Wayne, witnessed his parents' death, he became Batman. He was disturbed in an instant. He was forever changed. And he is not right. But thank God he's on our side. Well, the Joker is his mirror. There's something in the mirror of them. And the Arthur Fleck movies, without Batman in them, they lack something. Now, the first one, again, it was interesting because you could just explore Joker without all that, and you could just see all this. And it was one director, writer's idea. There have been plenty of comics that explored him. I think some of the best, if not Jason Fabok's Three Jokers, which was brilliant, it may be some of the more recent ones that I've seen that go into the Joker when you're hanging out with him, when criminals are hanging out with him, and how scary he is among them in the comics. And there's a few people that have done that in comics. But the Joker is just ghastly to me. He's horrifying to me. He's worse than a vampire. He's horrifying. And they've never really done that. I mean, they sort of did a little of it in Suicide Squad, with a much maligned performance of that gentleman. Was, you know, he's sort of been put down for his Joker, but damned if his Joker wasn't the scarier guy, you know. We haven't seen too many really scary Jokers. I'm sorry, we just haven't. Not in the movies. I think Heath Ledger brought something really cool to it, and he is a facet of the Joker, and he did a brilliant job, and I love his performance. But I think, just in retrospect, when you're watching any of these movies that are just Joker, I don't care if you've got Harley Quinn as a girlfriend, I don't care how many characters you bring into it. If you really don't get the gist of the Joker, it's because he's got to have his alternate. He's got to have his opposite. He's got to have his mirror out there somewhere. And even Suicide Squad, Batman showed up. He was in the universe. So he had that opposite out there. The Arthur Fleck movies, there's a Bruce Wayne scene. I mean, yeah, they establish, okay, Bruce Wayne, blah, 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 blah. But he's not Batman, and there's no counter to him. He's not challenged in any way. So, long story short, the reason I'm probably never going to be a big fan of the Arthur Fleck stories is that very thing, is Batman's not in them. I'm just not interested. It doesn't bring me in. The Joker exists to be Batman's dark shadow. Even though he's got white skin, he's the dark. And without that, Batman doesn't have a purpose. And without the Batman, the Joker doesn't have a purpose. And I don't care what your opinion is about all that. I really don't. Because it's been established since the beginning of the Joker that he is a foil to Batman, and he always will be. So, great if you love the movies, great if you love Arthur Fleck. He's an interesting idea, he's an interesting story, blah, 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 on. But I dare you to bring to me that they've really done the Joker, this guy, what this presents. The image, this guy, into a movie. Because in all honesty, he's too scary to be made into a character that we watch. He's just too damn dark. He's just too scary. And that's the bottom line. And there's other things you could say. There's so much more psychological stuff at play. Maybe one day they'll bring upon us some kind of Joker performance that is true. And I will celebrate that day. It will be wonderful. I hope it's a Batman movie. To me, it needs to be. In the meantime, discuss, critique, comment. I have not seen the second Joker movie. I will see it. I'm not expecting anything big. I think he's too diluted now, and he's brought down without having his foil. But I will see it, and that's that. I'm not putting him down. I'm not, nothing about any of that. I'm really not. I'm not criticizing those who like all of that, but I am saying we have not seen the Joker yet. So maybe DC and movies will favor us one day. Take care. I'll see you in another video. Hit like, subscribe, do comment, and we'll talk later. Take care.